Hey guys, it's Rachel and I am here today to talk about Ostomy Odor. This is not something that anybody is unaware of. It is an ever-present thing and it's a very stinky subject. Knee slapper dad joke. Anyway, so I have 5 things that will either lessen or completely eliminate ostomy odor. Now these are only 5, there's probably a ton more products or options out there, but these are 5 that I myself have tried and have had even a little bit of success with or a lot of success with. The first one is called Med-Air. It is something, I work at a pharmacy that has medical supplies, and this is something that we stock. And in our bathrooms we use it, and after people do the number 2, we will spray it, and it literally seemed like it just absorbed the odor in the air, and it's amazing. After I bought it and I have been using it at home, I definitely noticed there is still some odor lingering, but it's something that definitely helps. It would also help if my bathroom had a window because it would help the air get out. I've noticed the combination of having our bathroom fan on and also using the spray is a perfect combination, but it still has a little lingering smell. And the second one is called Poo-Pourri. It's a very famous brand. My mom bought it and I thought it was so punny, but actually it's incredibly useful. You spray like 2 or 3 directly into the toilet water, and that way when you do go to the bathroom, it basically absorbs the smell. It's like the Med-Air, but for the toilet water itself. I, being a late thinker, usually use it afterwards, which doesn't really do the job quite as well, but it definitely does the job. Just again with the Med-Air, it just kind of lingers a little bit, but with the fan on, it sucks the air right out. Overall, it does get rid of a majority of the smell. So the third one is called M9 drops. It's little drops that you put in the bottom of your bag every time you empty it. So you empty it and then you put, I think, like 4 or 5 drops in the bottom, and then every time you empty it, it doesn't smell. It's like the stool and the M9 drops, they just, I don't know, they work magic together. It's a beautiful thing of science, but it literally absorbs the smell. I don't know how it does it. The only downside to the M9 drops is that you have to re-administer them every single time you empty the bag. I think when I was playing around with it to see how they worked, I think I went one time, I emptied it and then I didn't put them in there, and I emptied it again. There was a tiny smell, but it was nothing crazy. The third time though, I definitely noticed, okay, it seems like I didn't even do anything, because I didn't. I wanted to see how many times I could go without using them. And it is something you have to re-administer, but if you hate the smell, it will definitely help you. And the fourth one is called Devrom. It's a pill form. It's a little bottle. I'll show you all of these products at the end of the video, but Devrom is, it's a good thing, honestly, and it does its job beautifully. The only problem is it's just like the drops. You have to take them, I think it's 3 times a day, 2 or 3 times a day. It even says depending on potency. So, you know, it depends how badly it smells. But 2 or 3 times should cover it. It's unfortunate that you have to take it so often, but for something that works so well, it's pretty awesome, especially if you're around family at, like, with the holidays coming up, or well, we're in the holidays, I guess. But with that, especially, you're probably going to be at family's houses, or they're going to be over, and I for one get a little bit embarrassed when someone goes in after me and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. So the 5th option, this one is kind of laughable. I was going to work this weekend and I noticed that I could smell my bag, which is a very rare thing, but when I sweat or my bag is kind of, I've worn it for too long, I can start to smell it. So it was kind of at that stage, and I was just like, wow, like, I don't know if it's as noticeable to other people as it is to me, but I've definitely met a couple ostomies where I'm just like, wow, you need like an external deodorizer. So then I was just like, deodorant. So I got my deodorant and I ran it across my bag like 2 or 3 times, and then all around my wafer. And before you completely hysterically laugh at me, it actually worked pretty well, because when I put it on the wafer, I was like, oh my gosh, this actually isn't a horrible idea, because then if I sweat, it would just smell like my deodorant, which is the whole purpose of deodorant. So as a last minute, you're like, oh crap, I don't have time to change my wafer. I'm gonna have to use that weird method that crazy girl on YouTube just decided was a good idea. But it actually worked really well. I definitely wouldn't recommend it all the time because it did leave white residue on my bag, and it's probably my deodorant, honestly. It's just really cheap deodorant. But it worked as an external deodorizer. The other ones are great for internal, well, other than the sprays. But overall, these are my 5 favorites. Again, these are only ones that I've tried. I haven't tried the insane amount of others that are on the market. But these 5 work great. So now I'm going to show you guys what these look like up close and personal. So this is the Meta Air. My hand is blocking it. But you can find it on Amazon. I think it was cheaper at the pharmacy I work at because I work there. But it works really well. This is what Poo-Pourri is. It literally is Poo-Pourri. This is the little travel size. This is what the N9 drops look like. Again, this is the travel size. It's a 1 ounce. The normal size is an 8 ounce, and it's a very good size. But again, I wanted the travel size just for convenience. And these are the Devrom tablets. I think the recommended dose is 2 to 3. They're pretty good size pills. They're not gigantic, but it's a really great thing, and it completely eliminates the smell. I hope you guys liked this video. I really hope that you find these helpful. I know for me personally, odor was something I was really embarrassed about, especially with people. Poop is just smelly, okay, let's face it. Colon or not, it smells. So, you know, light a candle, do what you need to do. Not all of these are horrendous in regards to how much they cost. But they're not super cheap, which is an unfortunate reality. But with how much we pay for our supplies, this is nothing, right? So anyway, I will see you guys in my next video, and I will always have my email linked down below if you have any questions that are too private to put in the comments. Bye guys!